Back again. We're here in the Haters Club again. Oh, this is just a second, but I know there's going to be a lot more to come. This time, it's about the WWE. Yay! Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. Have been for a long time. Probably around 88, 89 is when I started watching wrestling. 1988, 1989. Wow, that was... Man, 25 years of watching wrestling. And I still proudly admit I'm a wrestling fan. Now, this Haters Club is about the WWE, not just the people who are not fans and have no idea about wrestling, but also a specific group of so-called fans. But we'll get into those people later. Real quick though, the people who are haters of WWE and wrestling in general, they always say the exact same things that I'm kind of a little sick of. Things like, oh, you know it's fake, right? Oh, really? Oh, I'm so shocked. So I'm guessing you don't watch movies or TV or read fiction books or any other forms of things of entertainment that's considered fake. Yes, the outcomes are predetermined, but have you ever seen a wrestling match where like somebody gets thrown off of a ladder and falls straight on their back? That hurts. That's real. Alright? The pain they go through, night in, night out, you're not faking a lot of that. So that's kind of redundant, saying that, oh, it's so fake, and well, I don't know why you would watch that. And then there's the people who say, oh, a bunch of roided up, muscle-bound men just rolling around together, fighting. Like, why'd you watch that? You watch the UFC? They muscle-bound men. And as far as the roided up thing goes, have you seen baseball lately? I'm sure they're all just on the up and up, no steroids at all. Perry Bonds. Oh, sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough. Did I say that? Oh, sorry. I meant to say, Jose Canseco. Oh, whew. Yeah, don't come out with the steroids thing. Yes, they had their scandal probably, what was it, 15, 16 years before the MLB had theirs. So, yeah, they had it first, but they're not the only ones. Let's be clear here. Now they've gotten those haters out of the way, the rest of this video is going to be about a specific group of so-called fans who just hate and hate and hate. You can identify these people very easily. They can be labeled with 3 letters. IWC. The Internet Wrestling Community. Or as I like to call them, the ignorant, whiny children. Because that's how they act. And sometimes they're the ignorant, whiny crybabies. Because my God, do they cry. Oh, nothing is ever good enough for them. And that's the big thing. These sorts of so-called fans are the ones that think that they're above enjoying wrestling. They don't have to enjoy wrestling. You don't need to watch this. We're above that. Shut up. And you know what? That's the big thing. They don't want to enjoy wrestling. They don't. They don't watch it for enjoyment. They don't watch it because they like it. They watch it because they want to complain. They want to cry and moan and just pick apart anything that they don't like. Yes, they have the little internet darlings, but if they're not winning constantly, then they don't care about them. And sometimes, even when they are winning a lot, if they lose one match, oh, they're buried. Nobody is trying to help them. Somebody's got to help them out and make sure they're not buried and make sure that their career doesn't get destroyed by Triple H or John Cena. Shut up! Alright? Just shut up. And these people are total hypocrites, by the way. Total hypocrites. They constantly talk about how they want younger talent brought up. Younger talent. You gotta bring up the younger talent. You gotta bring up younger talent. You gotta get new people in there. 2012 Royal Rumble. If you don't know what the Royal Rumble is, quick synopsis. 30-man battle royal. 2 men start every 90 seconds. Another person goes to the ring. You keep going until all 30 participants have entered, and the last man standing is the winner. You are eliminated if you're thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the floor. That's simple. Now, 2012 Royal Rumble, you had Sheamus and Chris Jericho. Sheamus, the younger guy, up and coming talent, big guy, but quick for his size and can move well. Chris Jericho, established star, a little bit older, can still put on really good matches. And the 2012 Royal Rumble was those two at the end. What happened? Sheamus won the match. And what did these same people who were always complaining about younger talent being brought up say? Oh, that's BS. They shouldn't have had Sheamus win that. Should have had Chris Jericho win that. He's a big star. He's an established star. Didn't you just say that you wanted younger and newer talent to be pushed? And you're such hypocrites. And I've heard people say, yeah, but they're so attached to the older stars that they don't want to let them go. That's fine, but say one or the other. And also, I am attached to older talent. I'm a Chris Jericho fan. But you know what? It was the right decision to have him lose. I'm willing to give up some of the older talent and have them fall back and not take up as much time to push the younger talent, push up new people. I'm willing to do that. And a lot of people will say nowadays, well, if you're making videos on YouTube or something like that, aren't you part of the wrestling community? No, don't even try to lump me in with those people, because I still enjoy wrestling. I still watch it when I can. I enjoy it. It's fun for me. And sometimes I watch it thinking that, I would have, if I were in charge, I guess, of writing it, I would have put it a different way, but I don't completely complain and cry about it. And man, these people are it just drive me up a wall. I'm going to tell you exactly, give you another great example of how these people can never be satisfied, how they don't want to enjoy wrestling, and even when they're indie stars and they're internet darlings, when they get pushed, they forget about them, they abandon them. CM Punk. They've been saying for years, and I was listening to that, and I read the magazines on occasion. I don't read them all the time, just on occasion. And people will say, oh, CM Punk needs to be pushed. He needs to be the man. He should be champion. And what did WWE do? They had him win the WWE Championship and hold the title for 434 days. The longest reigning WWE champion in 25 years, since Hulk Hogan was a champion back in the 80s. And not to mention, he was the first champion to go an entire calendar year. Other people have gone 365 days and more. But those people had won it like in the middle of the year, and then won it slightly after the middle of the year. They did not go from January 1st to December 1st, the entire calendar year, as WWE Champion. CM Punk did. And what did these same people who are always talking about how they wanted Punk to be the man, how they wanted him to be the champion, did they say what a great job WWE is doing, or saying that they need to continue pushing Punk even further? Did they continue cheering for Punk and even louder ovations now that he was a champion? Did they do any of that? No. They cried and complained. Yes, I know he didn't finish off pay-per-views like he should have at times. One of the only times I thought he should not have ended the pay-per-view, and rightfully, was the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble match should always be the last match of a pay-per-view, of that pay-per-view. Also, WrestleMania 28, you had another match I thought was more important than even the WWE Championship. It was not Rock and Cena. It was The Undertaker and Triple H, end of an era. That was the perfect way to end both of their careers. But no, hold on. You know what? I'm not going to get into that, because I'm going to save that one for another video. But CM Punk, yes, he didn't main event, or be the last match. But he was always consistently the best match. Not to mention, people were not buying those pay-per-views to see CM Punk. They weren't constantly buying the merchandise. They weren't doing the things that you would think the smart marks of the internet wrestling community would do to support CM Punk. They didn't support him. And not to mention, all they did was complain more. And that's the thing. I was glad for CM Punk to have the W Championship for that long. I watched the pay-per-views. I mean, I remember watching the Royal Rumble that he was champion. That was a great match. SummerSlam, WrestleMania. I watched those. Those are great. But that's the thing. I can appreciate it. They can't. They just want to complain. They just want to cry and moan. And I got more examples of this beyond this video. We got more to come when it comes to wrestling. I got 2 more videos coming up down the pipe. 1, overrated wrestlers in the WWE. Number 1 is not who you think it is. It is not who you think. And number 2, underrated / underappreciated wrestlers in the WWE. Look forward to those. I gotta get out of this haters club. It's starting to get on my nerves. So till then, later.